Okay, so I decided to make my own support for Elemental Hero Neos and the Neo-Spacian monsters. Inspired by Spidey and Kasami's Could This Be Meta, I made 5 cards that I'd like to see come to life for Neos and Neo-Spacians. They might be the most broken cards ever, but this is just what I came up with. Alright, first card. It's a field spell card called Embassy of Neos. It reads, during the end phase of either player's turn, you can target one of your fusion monsters that list Elemental Hero Neos as a fusion material. That monster does not have to activate its effect of being shuffled back to the extra deck. You may activate one of the following effects once per turn. If a Neo-Spacian monster or Elemental Hero Neos is sent from the hand, field, or deck to the graveyard, add 1 Miracle Contact from your deck to your hand. If a Neo-Spacian monster or Elemental Hero Neos is sent from the hand, field, or graveyard back to the deck, add 1 Contact out from your deck to your hand. So this card pretty much adds lots of speed to the deck, which I feel like it needs, and it's a search. You can search for Miracle Contact, which I think the deck really needs. You rely just way too much on drawing Miracle Contact, and this searches for it. So I think this card adds more speed to it, and it doesn't have the attack point bonus that Neo-Space does have, and it only protects one of your fusion monsters from being sent back to the extra deck, but regardless, I just think it's pretty worth it. Alright, next card. Another spell card, Space Transmission. Send 1 Elemental Hero Neos or Elemental Hero Neos Alias from the hand or field to the graveyard. Add up to 2 Neos or Neo-Spacian cards from your deck to your hand. You cannot special summon from the extra deck the turn you activate this card. Again, speed. And up to 2 Neos or Neo-Spacian cards. And the cards are these 2, hopefully. 2 Pendulum monsters. I know, right? Big surprise. Spatial Defender. You cannot special summon monsters except Elemental Hero or Neo-Spacian monsters. As long as this card remains in your Pendulum Zone, all Elemental Hero Neos monsters or Neo-Spacian monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle and gain 500 attack points and defense points. This card is always treated as a Neos card. The other one is Dimensional Defender. You cannot special summon monsters except Elemental Hero or Neo-Spacian monsters. As long as this card remains in your Pendulum Zone, all Elemental Hero Neos monsters and fusion monsters that list Elemental Hero Neos as a fusion material cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects and gain 500 attack and defense points. This card is always treated as a Neos card. So these cards go hand in hand, defending your Neo-Spacians from being destroyed and protecting your fusion monsters. Plus it gives just massive bonus to Elemental Hero Neos, which isn't used that much. It's just tossed to the graveyard. Plus, Pendulum Summoning can bring them out much, much easier. And I kind of want these cards to promote Contact Fusion more. Because again, you rely way, way, way too much on Miracle Fusion. The final card is Rampage of Neos. You can only equip this card to Elemental Hero Neos. The equipped monster gains 500 attack points and is unaffected by your opponent's trap cards. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, special summon 1 Neo-Spacian monster from your deck or graveyard to the field. During the end phase of the turn you activated this card, shovel the equipped monster back to the deck. So it's to promote using Neos more. You wreck shit with Neos, then you special summon a Neo-Spacian from your deck or graveyard, so Granwell could come back since you're more likely to use it up, and then bust out a fusion monster to hopefully protect yourself from its downside. So yep, those are the 5 cards I made. I've never made cards before, but I don't know. I like to see these cards come to life. It might be the most broken things ever, but I doubt it'll be tier 1. But I think it'll make the deck a lot more fun to use. It'll make it faster, and you can totally kick ass with Neos and Contact Fuse a lot more. Which is something that's really, really cool about these cards, that they can Contact Fuse. But yeah, tell me what you think. And I think next video I'll be working on the NEX or NEX forms of the Neo-Spacians. Right now there's only 2 for Aquadolphin, or there's 2, one for Aquadolphin and one for Glowmoss. So I want to focus on what would be the next forms for Flare Scarab and all the other Neo-Spacians. But yeah, see you.